People are fed up. The Republicans, like Democrats, people are suffering a little bit. People are like, hey, we gotta do something. I'm with you, gotta be heard.
I was underwriting a long time, going out to proposals, being quite back a lot of their demands.
All right. I will let you know.
Staying off the line.
Leslie.
Louder!
I think it is.
Be civil here.
Should I,
Order! I will answer that. I will answer that. As a committee member with the Working Families Party and the Youth Caucus of the Young Social Democrats, we are all comrades. It doesn't mean we're communists, and I'm not calling you a communist. It's solidarity, brother, which is what we're all about! Woo!
As soon as it becomes exactly
Alright, I wanted to make a point, and then at the end of my point I want to make a proposal. So we have a process, and it's really important that we stick to our process. And we've come here together under the rubric of a specific political movement. So I think the first order of business is just to get clear on what this movement is about. So I know I came out because I was in support of the idea of supporting the occupation of Wall Street. And we're trying to make this a national and international movement. So the question then is, how do we actually support the people on Wall Street and help to build a larger movement? So, one thing I want to say is that we need to stick to process, okay? We also need to develop a sense of memory. If we're going to have these general assemblies, and we're going to come here and make decisions, then we have to stick to those decisions.
Ancient Greece!
There's no way we can stick to something if we don't remember it. Okay? So now, one thing that happened was last week, someone made a proposal that no one vote. We discussed that. Okay? I think I made a point. I said, if people don't want to vote, they don't have to vote. Right? That's an individual choice. But it doesn't seem to further the movement if we don't vote. That's something that doesn't show up on the radar. It's invisible. Okay? So what we seem to have agreed to at that point was we're going to continue with our movement, which is, in a real sense, anti-political. In the sense that it's not endorsing the political process or the political party. It's trying to push a people agenda. It's trying to make clear what we want and need. Because we have a situation where the political process is dominated by money, and the money system can block anything that the people propose. So what's crucial is that we get a clear idea of what we actually want. One of the inspiring things about what's happening in Wall Street, one of the inspiring things about what's happening in Wall Street is that people are listening to each other. and they're articulating simple, process-oriented objectives. They're remaining open to what the people as a group want. If we commit ourselves to some narrow political agenda, we close ourselves off to other people. So if we start talking about being right or being left, being against the Tea Party or being whatever, we close ourselves off from the rest of the people. So we need to remain open. So that's what I wanted to say about what we're doing, and what I want to propose as a motion is that we pick up what I proposed last week to determine what continuous occupation means. The last point that we have made is that it doesn't have to be 24/7, right? People are concerned, let's just assume that this goes on for a month, 2 months. Let's assume it goes on for a year, right? We won't be able, it won't be so simple and perhaps not so meaningful for us to be sleeping out in snow. But it is important that as a political movement we are consistent. And I think with so many people who are out of work, so many people who are homeless, I think we can have a meaningful, consistent presence. People have the time. So let's try and do what we said before. We'll be here during the daylight hours. That's my proposal. We'll have an occupation of this space during the daylight hours.
Yeah.
The daylight hours. So I guess we do a discussion on that next. If we want to do a mini stack on that, and see people who want to speak concerning that. All right. Our stack guy is right here, Jim, in the sailor's cap. If you want to speak.
People's mic check.
Mic check.
Check.
Mic check.
Check.
Mic check.
Yes. This is all about corporate control of America.
Yeah.
Breaking the vice grip.
The vice grip
on the people.
on the people.
As one people.
As one people.
We rise with the world.
We rise with the world.
To confront oppression everywhere.
To confront oppression everywhere.
Hunger in America.
Hunger in America.
And hunger everywhere.
And hunger everywhere.
We have resources.
We have resources.
We can feed the world.
We can feed the world.
And we can feed ourselves.
We can feed ourselves.
Leave nobody hungry.
Leave nobody hungry.
Leave nobody poor.
Leave nobody poor.
Leave no one without health care.
Leave no one without health care.
Bring peace to the Middle East.
Bring peace to the Middle East.
Legalize marijuana and
Create jobs.
We can create millions of jobs.
We can create millions of jobs.
You're gonna hit people.
Forgive me.
Forgive him.
I love all of you very, very much for being here in this moment with me.
I love all of you very much for being here in this moment with me.
This moment is everything to this community. Because together, this community can rise up and confront the problems.
This community can rise up and confront the problems
that face it.
That face it.
Now.
Now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Revolution in America. Solidarity.
It's not revolution.
Proposition. To do it during the day. Yes, absolutely.
All right, a quick point of process. This means point of process. So if you see somebody going off
Means
track,
Illuminati.
what we're discussing, go like this. Help try to remind them to stay on
Straight
topic. If you agree, instead of clapping, we got the little
Spirit fingers.
We were doing this last week.
What are the wavy fingers?
The wavy fingers mean you're in accord.
Like-mindedness.
Yeah, like you're all about that. Clarification. If you need clarification on someone, that's an easy one.
People's mind, Jack.
This is clarification.
This is clarification.
This means you're in agreement.
This means you're in agreement.
This is point of process, stay on track.
This is point of process, stay on track.
And point of information, if you have something relevant.
Point of information if you have something relevant.
To address the concern about actually occupying the space.
To address the concern about actually occupying the space.
I think it's important that we resolve to stay through winter if we do this at all.
I think it's important to resolve that we stay through winter if we do this at all.
If we stand down, they will turn this inside out.
If we stand down, they will turn this inside out.
We can't stand down. We must stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up here.
Stand up here.
Always.
Always.
In shifts.
In shifts.
Never leave the square.
Never leave the square.
Never leave Niagara Square.
Never leave Niagara Square.
Always 10 people.
Always 10 people.
Always 20 people.
Always 20 people.
Always 30 people and 40 people.
Always 30 people and 40 people.
Now with the resources that come in from the unions, if we show solidarity,
Now with the resources that come in from the union, if we show solidarity.
show solidarity with the unions,
If we show solidarity with the unions,
they will help us.
they will help us.
They will help us.
They will help us.
They're helping Wall Street.
They're helping Wall Street.
They will help us.
They will help us.
So help ourselves.
Help ourselves.
Let us not stand down. Let's take the square. Always.
Let us not stand down. Let us take the square always.
Thank you.
Thank you.